Well, good morning everyone and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today we're just going to look at a few plants at the end of the month and see how they're going on. And the weather here today is absolutely beautiful, and it was beautiful yesterday. Talk about two different climates we live in. Well, what was it, Friday or Saturday? It was okay, it wasn't bad. Sunday, 25 degrees and no wind. I thought I were melting. Far too warm for me anyhow, is that. Anyhow, let's get on with looking at a few plants and the updates for the end of the month. I've probably shown you them during the month, but we'll just have a look at the progress, seeing how they're going on. And to begin with, this is one of my favourites, the King of Taiwan. And that's just putting up some new roots, and we'll have a look at them. There we are. So this should be ready now for repotting in a little bit bigger bark. So I might as well do just that. As you all know, it's best to start replanting these orchids when new growth begins. You know, because they always like the new bark, and it's a very good time to replant them once you see the new roots starting. I'm going to replant this mainly because I can see the new roots, and I'm going to put them into a larger bark because then they'll have more room to breathe and they'll give the roots more room to grow. I'll begin by taking these wires off. These wires, as you know, are just to hold the plant in place, stop it going all over the show and becoming untidy. So we'll just unravel it. You can use this wire again because it doesn't rust or anything like that. It doesn't tarnish at all. There we are. Just put that on one side. Use that again. Take the label out, and let's remove the plant. A little wet in places, there'll be a few dead roots on here, so I'll just clean it up and we'll have a look at it in a minute. One, two, three. Well, I've got some nice big bark here, and I've thrown a little bit of perlite in and a few bits of charcoal, and it should do fine in that. This is about twice the size of the bark I've just taken out. So I've trimmed the roots up of the plant. I've cleaned quite a lot of roots off, and I've taken a couple of pseudobulbs off. But we'll just have a look at the roots. There you are. That's roots growing from a pseudobulb that's not flowered yet. And if I just move along here, those are the roots of the one that's flowered twice this year. There's another nubbins coming up there, another one there, another one at the back there. So I must be doing something. Oh, and another one there. So I must be doing something right with this. Anyhow, I'll get this potted up and I'll get it watered and put back in its place. Right, we use the same pot, one of these open pots I use. Put this large bark in, get it to the right depth. A bit more yet. We need I don't think it matters about burying the rhizome, just a little bit in this one now, because it's very open, and it'll not affect the rhizome if I bury it a little bit. Now it's just getting this in the right place, because I've got new roots at this side, and I've got new roots at this side. But I've got the where's the and I've got the new growths at both sides as well. Oh dear. So we'll leave it as it is. Let's hope we've got it right. So we'll just finish potting this one up. I've got to make sure I don't break any roots. Not the easiest of things to do carefully. I know what I've forgotten to do, put a stake in. So I'll put the stake in. No, I won't put a stake in. I'll wire it up like I did before. And I'm not putting any more bark in than that. Right, we'll just leave that like that for the time being until I wire it up. Don't forget the label, BLC King of Taiwan. And that's the pseudobulb I cut off, because it wasn't getting used to anything, and it was deep down in the medium. All the pseudobulbs wrinkled, and the leaves were going a little bit well, dehydrated, so I cut it off. Right, so what I'll do now, I'll not show you how I do it, because you all know. I'll wire this one up again, and then just show you when it's been rewired. Well, there we are, we've got it all potted up now, got it all wired up now, and looking nice and straight. So that should be beautiful. All the roots are still showing down at the bottom there, and the nubbins, so I'd look forward to that. That's going to be very, very nice come autumn. BLC King of Taiwan. So we'll just take this out of its pot and have a look at this one. I don't think it's doing as well as the King of Taiwan, so we'll just have a good look at it. Oh yeah, there's a bit of new growth here. A new root starting there, but a lot of the other roots look quite dead to me. So I'll just clean this up and we'll have a look again in a minute. I'm using exactly the same type of bark that I did in the last one, and we'll get this one potted up now. You see it's got the new root growth here on the newest bulb, so that should be alright. And there's a nubbins down here as well, and that's the only one on this. Not quite as good as the last one, but it'll come, it'll come. So we'll get this one potted up. Don't think I need as much bark in this one. As you can see, I've wired it all up, but I'll need to wire it up to the sides now. Just keep it firm in the pot. Right, I'll just wire that up and then show you afterwards. 1, 2, 3. Well, we've got that wired up now and safely in its pot, and it was a job to anchor that down because it had so few roots, and the bike is so big you'd a job to anchor it down, so I've had to wire it up in 3 places, but as you can see it's nice and steady now, so that'll have to do for that one. So we'll put that one label back, the pink Empress Duchenne, and we'll see what happens to that in due course. Well, I just realised that I was going to do an update, wasn't I, today? But I've got carried away by doing these 2 cat layers, and it took me a lot longer than I thought they would. So I'll have to do the 31st of May update as the 1st of June update. So I'll do that again tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching, and until I see you tomorrow, hope everybody's okay, hope all your plants are growing, and I'll see you later.